In the year 45 AD, the world split. While our Rome fell to the barbarians, this Rome found the spark. In the vaults of Alexandria, a forgotten scroll revealed the secrets of the static gods. By the 2nd century, the Tiber was lined with copper, and the eagles of the legions were glowing with an unnatural light. This is the eternal empire, the Rome that never died. By the 2nd century, Rome had built an empire of copper and light. They thought they were invincible, but immortality has a price. In the year 476, the old grid was dying. Besieged Rome was burning. The early machines from the Alexandrian scroll were failing under the weight of 1,000,000 barbarians. The gates splintered. The end was inevitable. As the sky turned to ash, desperate engineers dug deeper beneath the Palatine Hill than anyone dared. They were looking for a miracle to power the dying reactors. Instead, they found an anomaly, a bleeding vein of pure, raw ether. It wasn't just fuel. It was quantum fire. When the upgraded ether reactor ignited, the Earth itself screamed. The barbarians breached the final wall, expecting a slaughter. But Rome did not answer with swords. It answered with a wave of pure energy. In a single night, the timeline of humanity fractured. The legionaries became something terrifying. The traditional testudo formation was no longer a wall of wood. It was an impenetrable fortress of kinetic light. But the true nightmare was forged in the foundries of Vulcan. Rome never forgot the terror of Hannibal's beasts, so they built their own. Towering mechanical titans, fueled by the ether, their tusks crackling with synthetic lightning. They didn't just break enemy lines, they erased them from existence. Behind them, plasma ballistae tore through the night sky, turning foreign kings to glowing ash from 10 miles away. War was no longer a struggle. It was an industrial harvest. And Rome reaped the entire known world. By the 10th century, the borders stopped expanding. There was no one left to conquer. Welcome to Neo-Roma. The ancient aqueducts no longer carried water. They pumped liquid neon through the veins of the eternal city. Science accelerated blindly. The Renaissance didn't happen in the 1500s. It happened 1,000 years early, born from quantum physics, not art. But a society that never dies begins to rot from the inside. The citizens, bored with eternity, demanded blood. The Colosseum was rebuilt in steel. Gladiators severed limbs with superheated plasma blades just to feel something real. And high above the neon fog, the Senate watched. They were no longer men. Connected to the ether grid, sustained by tubes and copper wire, they ruled for centuries. Cold, calculating, unforgiving. Rome had built heaven on earth, but it felt exactly like hell. They thought they were the apex of evolution. But the ether was never just a power source, it was a beacon. Far beyond the frozen borders of the north, in the deep black forests of Germania, the barbarians had not gone extinct. They had adapted. They had been scavenging the fallen Roman machines for 500 years. While Rome bathed in blue light, the north forged its revenge in rusty iron and bleeding red radiation. The empire thought the war was over, but the true gods of the machine had just woken up.